Trista Okel. She is the founder of EmpowerBodycare and a friend of ours. I'm so excited to invite her up here, and she's going to talk a little bit more about empowerment. So adding you now. Come on up. Trista's amazing. She has been in the cannabis space for a long time. Here she is. Hi, Trista.
Hey, Lisa. How's it going?
Good. Great to see you. It's been a minute.
Yeah, for sure. I have to apologize in advance. My dogs are barking in the other part of the house right now, so sorry about that.
COVID life.
Yeah, totally. So empowerment. So I was soaking this morning, and I was really thinking about empowerment and what that means to me. And a song came to mind, actually, an oldie but a goodie. Many of you have listened to Ani DeFranco in the past, I'm hopeful. And so the song that came up, or the lyric that came up for me was, sometimes I sing like my life is at stake because you're only as loud as the noises you make, right? And that to me really embodies empowerment, right? Because when we use our voice and we speak out about anything, it could be speaking about what you like or speaking about what doesn't work for you or whatever. Anytime you use your voice, you're really empowering yourself and you're empowering others because you're showing them that it's okay to do so. And so often women are put in a box or not able to speak their mind or speak their voice, right? Like when we had the vice presidential debate and Kamala Harris said, my favorite line of all time, I'm speaking, Mr. Vice President, right? I'm just saying, like, how many times have we all been in a situation where we get talked over or interrupted, and again, it's about using our voices. So that to me was kind of where I was going on the empowerment thing. And my dogs are really using their voices now.
I was just about to say that. I was like, they're definitely using their voices.
Yeah, apparently my dogs are not feeling heard since I locked them out of the room that I'm in right now. But yeah, so anyway, I apologize and I digress at the same time. You had some questions for me.
So your business is called E.M.P.O.W.E.R, and I think it's really important for people to understand like what those things stand for. So can you explain those to us a little bit?
Yeah, so to me, the word empower as a brand name actually has a few different meanings. One, first of all, people who are in pain, like my mom, who I originally started the company for because she deals with so much pain in her life. For her, I want to empower those who are in pain and help them live like a better quality life, right? Secondly, I come from an activist and advocacy background, and I used to volunteer quite a bit and travel to Washington, D.C. before it was in vogue to go lobby back in the early 2000s. And what I actually did back in the day is in 2004, I was sitting in a jail in Washington, D.C. with 13 other activists at the time. And because we had sat down in front of Health and Human Services, long story, no big deal. We were there for 6 hours and let out. Not like today's activists who mad respect for. Anyway, it was still that kind of it was still scary a little bit, right? And what I realized at the time was that women were not really a part of the legalization movement, at least to the degree that they are now. We had about a 30% approval rating back then from women versus a 50% from men. So I realized that we really needed to do more outreach towards women, with women, and that's where E.M.P.O.W.E.R got its roots. So E.M.P.O.W.E.R is actually an acronym that stands for End Marijuana Prohibition, Organize Women, Enact Reform. So it's a plan of action. And shortly thereafter, I learned that I would be able to make better progress in changing hearts and minds if I created products that actually worked, that didn't get them high, and would allow them to understand that cannabis actually has therapeutic benefits. So that's kind of why I do what I do and why I started what I started.
I love that. And you've come such a long way, even just since like you and I have met, and I know you've done a lot of work for a very long time. You got to be in Nordstrom's with like your like Luxe collection, which was like a huge feat in and of itself, is like getting CBD to become mainstream has been, you know, part of this work. And I love your products, and I love you, and I'm very excited. You're gonna give everybody, we're adding on a special little treat here at the end for our giveaways. Is that right?
Yes, we are. I wanted to add a 30 ml topical oil roll-on, also some soaking salts, and some peppermint juniper lotion as well.
OMG. Okay, so you have to stay to the end if you want to enter to win.
Yeah.
Okay. And you should definitely check out EmpowerBodycare.com. Follow them on Instagram. And any last shout outs?
Oh, I mean, shout out to my team, number one. Right now, my team consists of, with COVID, we've gotten a little smaller. Right now, my team consists of 4 people, and 2 of them are Sarah, and they both rock. They are both amazing.
The Sarahs, do they spell their names the same? They
don't. They spell their names differently. But
with an H and no H.
Yep, one with an H, one without an H, and they usually go by their last names at work. So.
Oh my gosh. Well, it has been such a pleasure to have you here. I know it's short and sweet. I hope that you end up hanging out a little bit longer and checking out the sessions, maybe dancing with DJ Frenchie. We're going to celebrate 420 right now. Thank you so much for being here with us. We love you. And
for having me. Love you back.
You're welcome. Happy Valentine's Day.
Thanks. You too.